glamorous, older women who want to stay as young and youthful as possible. It's a trend. I think it's been a trend here for a while. Jason, you're going to tell me how big of a trend it really is.
Oh, it's a huge trend in my area, South Florida. I'd say the majority of patients I see are in this category. Age has nothing to do with anything. I almost avoid the topic and the conversation about chronological age entirely when I'm talking with these patients. They just want to look better. Obviously, you have to know their medical history, their surgical history, understand what medications they're on, but these patients are not old. They just want to look better.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think all of us are seeing more of these gals, and you know, there's been a generational shift in terms of attitudes, and why not? You know, there's some things you can do something about, some you can't, as long as they're healthy. I mean, that's the key, and I don't care how old they are, but they've got to be healthy, and that's part of our job, is to make that assessment.
I think it's fantastic. I mean, I'm in LA, and I have tons of older patients. They come in and they look amazing. I mean, they're working out, they're super fit, they're fitter than I am. And they want their faces to look like their bodies sometimes. And they have little areas that bother them, and I think it's fantastic.
I recently had a patient came in, I told Bruce about, that was in her 70s. She'd been a professional dancer, and she said she got older. She came in for breast reduction. At the end of the consultation, she said, you know what about liposuction? Could I have liposuction at my age? Now, there are some things, the skin is not what it was on a 20-year-old, so you're not going to be in a bikini after this, but I think you can be more comfortable in your clothes. If your doctor thinks you're healthy enough to have surgery, it's something we can do. And when she came back in, I told Bruce, I walked in the room, and she had tears in her eyes, and she said, I feel like I have my dancer's body back. She really feels good about herself, and you could tell in how she looked, and age is relative.
Age is not what it was a generation ago, and it's certainly not a disqualifier for cosmetic surgery amongst this age group and amongst these patients who maybe a generation ago we would have thought, no, you know what, this person really shouldn't do any surgery, it's too risky, that they're really not a good candidate. And I just don't feel that way now, and I think the patients are much happier and they happen to look great, and they're some of our happiest patients.